All right, I'm back, YouTube. It's your boy God Body B with another video. All right, name of this video is gonna be called Divine Masculine and Feminine Create Dimensions. Okay, so dimensions is defined as the length, width, height, or depth of something, such as a measurement in one direction. Just like we stated in the Divine Masculine Must Be Fluid video, after reaching 60 degrees or just gaining experience, rigidness is developed. Okay, so side note. This is a huge side note because, like we stated in the neutron video, we brought up isotopes. So we kind of touched the surface, and now we're getting ready to dig a little bit deeper. Okay, so boom. Isotopes are atoms with the same number of protons, but different numbers of neutrons. So as above, so below. So as above, so below. So accomplishing 360 degrees in the 5D on the visible light spectrum, light isotopes were developed producing the wavelengths of the elements of carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen, and sulfur. These 5 atomic elements in the 3D comprise the primary building blocks of all components of the biosphere. That's dealing with plants and animals. The hydrosphere, which is dealing with water, and then the atmosphere. That's like dealing with like gaseous stuff, like which is nitrogen, oxygen, and H2O in the form of vapor. Okay. Prior to producing these elements in the 3D, the light isotopes in the 5D coupled with alpha particles. When we just talked about this in the neutron video. Let's say it again. The light isotopes in the 5D coupled with alpha particles that hit them produce the neutron or the God particle. Okay, so we know alpha particles come from the decay of the heaviest radioactive element. So we found out in the neutron video that was radium. Okay, so let's go here. So what actually produces the alpha particle? Which we know alpha means to be dominant. So radium, we just got finished saying that, produces the alpha particle. So radium is a radionuclide formed by the decay. This is key. And we're going to talk about this in another video. But radium is a radionuclide formed by the decay of uranium and thorium. This is key. This blew my mind when I ran into this information. Like, I haven't said this. I mean, because this was going to go with, like, really telling my story or my human experience and all the things that I've been through. But like, I've actually been walking with God. Supernatural things have been happening in my life for a very long time now, for probably about 10 to 15 years. But okay, so radium is a radionuclide formed by the decay of uranium and thorium in the environment. So radium is a naturally occurring radioactive metal with the symbol Ra or Ra. So this is who the Egyptians were referring to as God. So now that we have the God particle or the neutron with the Big Bang, let me say it again. So now that we have the God particle or the neutron, the Big Bang occurs, which was explained in the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine forming to the neutron video. So I think I explained it, but if I didn't, pretty much I stated in the neutron video that the electron is a fundamental particle because it doesn't consist of glues and quarks. Glues and quarks are pretty much particles that are inside of a particle. But and the electron doesn't have any, so you know, that creates binding or connection. And since the electron doesn't have any, it can't exist in the nucleus. It's just God and divine masculine or whatever, which is why the electron orbits on the outside, circles around and orbits on the outside around the God particle in divine masculine, because she doesn't have any gluons or quarks, but she's still attracted, because remember, opposites attract, but that doesn't exist in the nucleus. So divine feminine, I have the things you like. But she's still attracted, but she can't come into the nucleus without those characteristics, I guess. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so now that we have the God particle or the neutron, the Big Bang occurs, which was explained in the divine masculine, divine feminine form into the neutron video. Most people know the Big Bang Theory as a story of the devil getting kicked out or leaving heaven or the 5D. This is the electron being pushed into orbit by the dominance of the proton and neutron, which we know the neutron is slightly more dominant in mass than the proton. Being in or on the visible light spectrum, this is our first sight of length, width, and depth. You know, because length, width, and depth is pretty much gonna show, you know, with the electron being away from the proton and neutron. And then now that we're on the visible light and we can see this is our first sight. So let's say it again. So this is our first sight of length, width, and depth. We know in orbit is a regular repeating path that one object takes around another object or center of gravity. So when we apply this same concept to 3D life, this will be the same as the usual course of one's life or range of one's activities or focus. So that's like somebody like going to school for a degree, or, you know, working like a 9-to-5 job every day, taking care of family, like just different stuff. Which we're going to get into that, all of that in, what video is this? Yeah, in the next video that I do. We're going to get into a lot of stuff in that video. But that's pretty much for this video. This your boy, God Body B. Spiritual first. And I got to get the last part right. Spiritual first. Spiritual first. Religious. Spiritual first. Religious to get back. Spiritual first, but I'm religious to get back to heaven. I get it. But that's it.